Hi VC, it's Aaron with Alamer. Today I got a VCLT in the mail from my great friend Josh, and I know what you're saying. We tend to send each other a lot of VCLT, but this one is a special one he sent me. Of course, that's the flip side. Vinyl Community with JC is a channel, one of the greatest people I've ever known, one of the greatest channels on YouTube, and just such an awesome guy, one of the best people I've ever known in my life. So I know what this is because he picked one up for himself as well, and I couldn't stop him from getting it for me, so thank you so much, Josh. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. And, wow, it's almost like some surgical tape on here. Holy crap. So let me just open this up. And then I've got a few vinyl finds. I've actually picked up quite a few, handful of things before I went on my trip that I've never shown. So I might have shown a couple of them on a Tipsy Tuesday, but it's been a while, so I'll just show what I got. And this I'm very excited for. Now, he picked it up too. It's an unofficial release of an album that it was a grail of mine, and here it is. And this is Vince Neil, Exposed. I've always loved this album. This came out during the time with the self-titled Motley Crue with John Corabi. This is what Vince Neil put out. Has Steve Stevens from Billy Idol's band on guitar, and I can't remember the other guys in it, but awesome. Let's take a look at it. I can open it up and spin it here in a few minutes, I'm hoping. So, okay, first off, well, that's interesting. The inside of the sleeve kind of has a, if you can see that, that's kind of interesting. And then it is in a polyline sleeve, very nice. No inserts, but wow, look at this clear vinyl, very cool. Love this album. Of course, you're invited, but you're invited, but your friends can't come. It was one of the single that was on here. I had a video for. I can't even remember what else is on here. I haven't heard it for a while. I had it on CD, but I sent it off to Metal Retro Blaze back a couple years ago. Sister of Pain, that's right. Can't Change Me. Yeah, this is a great record. Set Me Free. That's a sweet cover. It says it right on the back. So very cool. Thank you so much, Josh. This is awesome. Can't wait to spin this. And Vince Neil, Exposed. Awesome album. Has more of the 80s Motley Crue feel to it, but a little Steve Stevens guitar work. Pretty cool stuff. So these albums I picked up, and this one here, I'm a huge fan of their 70s work and a little bit of their 80s and nothing really after that, but this is Aerosmith Classics Live. I didn't have this one, so I picked it up for a reasonable price. And so, yeah, this is cool. And then this one here, now I've always said I don't like this band, but my friend Ron Haggerty loves this album so much, I decided to give it a chance. It's Europe with Wings of Tomorrow. So I thought I'd give this one a chance. I can't stand the album, The Final Countdown. I have gotten rid of like 3 different copies. Every time it gets in my collection, I purge it because I can't stand any song on that record. This one here is much better, but like half the songs are like Final Countdown-ish, and half of them are really killer. So I'm happy to have this one in my collection. It is better, but you still get some of that feel. I don't know. Something about Joey Tempest singing I've never liked that much, but it was a good pickup. I'm glad I got it. Now I got a few here that aren't metal, and then some that are. So this one here is Once Upon a Time from Simple Minds. Actually, my first Simple Minds record. So I thought I'd give that a shot. I know a lot of people really like them, and I only really know a couple songs by them. This is an awesome one, and this is this a German? Yeah, this is a German best of album. The Best of Golden Earring, German press. So I'd never seen this before, and I love Golden Earring. This has a lot of their really good stuff on it. It's got Radar Love, of course, Song of a Devil's Servant, Born a Second Time. She Flies on Strange Wings, Part 1. That's such a good song. So there we go, some Golden Earring. And these German pressings will have different labels. It might be on Vertigo. No, it's on Polydor. Pretty similar to the US label there. And this next one here, my great friend Jeff Witcher put this as one of his essential 80s records. So I saw it and I bought it. It's Roxy Music with Avalon. Now I have Sirens, and I love the album Sirens from Roxy Music. This one took me by surprise. It was much more atmospheric and just mellow than I was expecting. So I didn't like it the first time I heard it. Listened to it again, I liked it a little more, listened to it again, and it's grown on me a little, but this, I don't know, it's just not for me. It's just too mellow for me. I mean, sometimes I like mellow stuff, but that one, it's just too slick for something. But I'm going to give it another shot. I know it's one of Jeff's favorites, so I like to give albums that my friends love a good shot, you know. So next up, this was the only Walmart one I've gotten a couple months, or a month or two at least. This is Rumors Live, Fleetwood Mac. I just love this era of Fleetwood Mac, so I grabbed it. Still haven't opened it up and spun it, but I grabbed that. And then this here, surprisingly, I have never owned this record in my life. I found a copy for $10 in VG Plus condition. This is Out of the Blue from Electric Light Orchestra. Now, I have a whole bunch of their records. For some reason, I've never owned this one. So, and it's known as maybe their best one. So I had to grab it when I saw it. This one here was an upgrade copy. I traded in my copy to get this. And Gary, I know you're going to love this. Lita 4 with the hype sticker. Lita, so I had to upgrade my copy. Mine was a little bit beat up, probably VG to VG Plus. This one's near mint, still in the shrink with the hype, so had to upgrade that. I've been doing a lot of upgrading. I like to do that. And then I recently purged a few hundred records, so I've got some extra space now, which is kind of nice. This one here, I used to own, but it was a beat up copy, so I got rid of it. I found me a near mint. This is Nazareth with Rampant. So a nice clean copy of that. And a lot of my records like that I purged because, you know, back a while ago, because they just weren't in that great of shape. This one here is a VG Plus, I'd say VG Plus copy of No Mean City. Now this is a great Nazareth record. I really like this. Probably my second favorite after Hair of the Dog. Had to re-get that because I haven't had it forever. I did pick up this, the cover's a bit beat up, but the album is killer, and it's an old record from the late 60s, I think. I know it won't say it on the record. I can't remember. I think I put it in, it was late 60s. Lightning Hopkins, California Mudslide and Earthquake. So got me some more Lightning Hopkins. Love him. Killer Blues. And speaking of Killer Blues, and I did show this on a Tipsy Tuesday, Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Trouble Is 25th anniversary album. Now I have the Trouble Is on CD. I saw him on the tour for this. He was awesome, killer, great modern blues artist. Love Kenny Wayne Shepherd, and this is one of my favorite modern blues records. This along with some Johnny Lang stuff. I actually like Johnny Lang better, but that's a really good one. Now this one here, I had no idea who this was. I got it down at my local store, and he played me the first song he played me was like, no, I don't like that at all. Then he played me another one. It's like, well, this is almost like thrash metal. This is like metal. And it goes from like electronic to pop to metal. It's all over the place. I thought I'd give it a shot, and I still have not spun it yet, but I need to. This is Poppy. I don't even know the name of the album. And I just took a chance, and we'll see what happens. I might end up reselling it if I don't like it, but I'd like to try out different stuff. We'll see what happens with that one. This one here is a really good one. I have an original copy, but I had to pick this up too. Heavy Metal Maniac from Exciter. And this is a really cool repress, and it actually has World War III and Evil Sin are two bonus tracks that aren't on my original, so I was going to VCLT this, but I got to keep it for the extra tracks. I love this album. There's the vinyl. Pretty cool colored vinyl there. Kind of a gray and black tiger stripe, I guess is what you call it. Now this one, I have no idea how to pronounce their name. It's XOON. It's some black metal. Sakin is the name of the album. But trying to get into the more black metal. I like it. So there we go. And these next ones are probably my favorites. Well, I'll go with one more black to death metal hand. This is Left Hand Path by Entombed. Picked this up as well. And then for my three favorites that I picked up, this is a really cool one here. It's the Mark II Purple Singles, Deep Purple. So this is really cool. It's got a live side with Smoke on the Water, Black Knight, and Child in Time live. Then the studio side has Woman from Tokyo, Never Before. I love that song. When a Blind Man Cries, which is killer, and Painted Horse. So very cool best of album, kind of different one. And this band I'd never heard of, but I picked up 2 albums by them. And they're just your standard early 80s metal. And I know people call it hard rock now. It's metal. So this is Danger Zone by Sinner. So I got to give these a spin, see what they are. Pretty cool looking band there. As soon as I saw the band, I knew I'd have to. Here's the other one, is Touch of Sin. So some Sinner. And there we go. So there wasn't too much really because I was saving my money for the Boise trip. But I did pick up a few things over the last month and a half since my last vinyl finds. That's what they were. Thank you so much, Josh. I'm so excited to have that Vince Neil finally on vinyl. You're the best. And I will see you all later.